everyone, my name is Shauna in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. Today's outfit is Serena from Pokemon after she got her hair cut, so this is like her second version of her outfit. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to talk about some things to do during this Halloween. So this is the second Halloween that we're having in the time of COVID. If you are living in one of those lucky countries like Iceland or New Zealand, maybe you can go about your life as normal and like go trick-or-treating, go to parties, do all that. But for people like me who live here in the US or any country where COVID is not under control, you're probably going to be looking for something to do. So I thought I would tell you some things that you could do during this time of COVID. So the first thing is that you can create some sort of slide to slide candy down to trick-or-treaters. That way there's minimal exposure, you don't have to get close to the trick-or-treaters don't have to get close to you. Last year I used a big pipe that I got at Home Depot, but I'm sure any sort of system could work. Test it out, make sure it can slide down. It's a fun project where you can be sort of an engineer, a designer, and figure out what works best. Another thing that you can do is you can film TikToks with your Halloween costume. Maybe you bought a Halloween costume and you're like, oh, I bought it, but I don't have anything to do with it. Well, film TikToks with it. It's always fun to film TikToks. I personally really love transition TikToks. They're just really satisfying to me. I love doing them all the time. The easiest way to do transition TikToks are either to take your hand and smash it against the camera, and then when you do the clip again, you're gonna have your hand starting there and then pull it away. You're in your costume now, but you weren't in your costume in the first clip. Or you can do the same concept, but take your phone and bop it on your head and then pull it back so that it gets to like a little black or like something different that they can look at, and then when you pull it away you're in your outfit. There's tons of ways to do transitions, but those are the easiest ones that I recommend for beginners. Another thing you can do is you can read a spooky book or watch a spooky movie, and it doesn't have to be horror, okay? It can be something like Nightmare Before Christmas or Hocus Pocus, which aren't really horror, but they definitely are in the Halloween realm. Another thing you can do is booing, but be very careful about who you boo, because if you boo the wrong person, it could go bad. So booing is something that I used to do a lot when I was younger, and now that in the time of COVID we can't really get close to people, it's a good way to get rid of your Halloween candy. You do this before Halloween, so with booing, you like leave this note that say, you've been booed, you have to boo someone else by dropping a bag of candy off at their door. So you get these bag of candies and you write this message like you've been booed and write the directions. Then you take it and you dump it on someone's porch, like just put it on their porch, ring the doorbell, and you're ding dong ditching them. But it's not really ding dong ditching because you're playing a little game with them, you're giving them candy, so it's not as bad as other ding dong ditches. But don't find a Karen in the neighborhood and drop it off at the Karen's house, because Karen may call 911 on you. So be smart about who you boo if you decide to do it. Booing has been something that I used to really enjoy. Like, it was so much fun. I haven't done it in recent years, but I feel like it's something that you can still do during COVID because you aren't getting close to anyone, you're just dropping a bag of candy off at someone's door. Another thing you can do is decorate your lawn or inside your house. If you decorate your lawn, people can drive by and see it. They might not be able to trick or treat, but it can still get kids in the Halloween mood, and kids can still have a lot of fun seeing the decorations that you have in your yard. I've seen a lot of people use orange like lights on their trees and stuff in their front, and I've really liked that. They look really cool. There's also like blow up things. You can try and DIY giant spiders to put in your yard, get a giant Aragog in your yard, you know. It's always fun to go on a walk around Halloween and see all of the decorations that are up, so you can contribute to the decorations in your neighborhood. Another thing you can do is you can have a Halloween party over Zoom. You can all get in costumes, you can watch a movie together, you can eat candy together, just talk, have fun with your friends. Zoom is such a great way to get connected to people. During the holidays last year, I was doing these like fun parties with relatives over Zoom, and that was a lot of fun. And you know, some people don't even celebrate Halloween, so if you don't celebrate Halloween but you want something to do on Halloween, I mean, why not get a head start on your Christmas decorations and your Christmas gifts? Go ahead and do all those Christmas things. There's no shame in that. Also, people watch Nightmare Before Christmas on Halloween, so I feel like if you aren't a huge Halloween person, it's okay to start setting up for Christmas on Halloween. The final thing that I have to do is something that you could actually do on November 1st, which is the day after Halloween. And this is something that I'm gonna do. I do it every year. Obviously, wear your mask, social distance while you're in the store, but go to all the pop-up Halloween stores. Go to Halloween City, go to Spirit Halloween, go to all of those places, and they are guaranteed to have great sales on all of the costumes and stuff there. Just know that they probably won't have the biggest selection compared to what they would have before Halloween, but I've gotten like 2 or 3 costumes the past few years when I've gone to Spirit Halloweens. I got a Princess Leia costume, I got a Daphne Blake costume from Scooby-Doo, and also you'll be set for Halloween next year if you get your costume on November 1st. And hopefully Halloween of 2022 will be COVID free, like COVID's gonna be under control. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. I heard that the Spanish flu was around for 2 or 3 years, so if we hopefully follow the trajectory of the Spanish flu, we'll be done with COVID soon. Hopefully. Don't take my word on that, but I am very hopeful. So these are all of my ideas of things you could do on Halloween, since Halloween will look different for a lot of people this year due to COVID. If you are going to go to a Halloween party or you are going to go trick-or-treating, just make sure you have precautions in place, keep a mask on. If you're at a party and you aren't going to wear masks, make sure that everyone else around you has been wearing masks, has been social distancing, so you can stay safe. And if you are really concerned about getting COVID, try and see if you can get your hands on a rapid test right now, because I know that it's really backed up getting them, so see if you can get one right now and save it, and then after Halloween, like 3 days after, take it. That's what I did for Rose City. I was around a lot of people. I wasn't sitting in a room with people for 15 minutes or more at a time, so I definitely was like moving around a lot, which made me feel a little safer, but I still wanted to be 100% safe, so I took a rapid test after Rose City Comic Con was done. So be safe, take any precautions you need to take for COVID, and I hope all of you have a fun and safe Halloween. So that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me. If you haven't already, all of my other social media will be linked down in the description below. This month is a month of Spooky Month videos on my channel, so my next Spooky Month video will be coming out next Monday, and that will be related to movies and TV shows. I hope all of you are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see all of you in my next video. Goodbye!